gut mind is saying connect all those 3 circles, let whatever come out, come on out. Am I at the playground? What's going on? All right, I'll be right here. I can see you. Go ahead. Go ahead. Yeah, like I said, I'm out at the playground having a good time with the daughter. They having a Halloween costume contest over there somewhere. I had to come in and say what's up and to see if this would work being live this far away from the internet. But hey, a lot of cool changes, a lot of cool things always going on in the world and the realities around us. I was tying on playgrounds, why are playgrounds built the way that they're built, Earth as the playground, visiting these different realms and seeing playgrounds. Why are kids' objects built the way that they're made? Hey, Velvet, welcome, Velvet. Yeah, it's pretty bright outside too. It's not really messing up, so that's pretty cool. And why are why are kids things made the way that they're made? But I just wanted to tie on if y'all wanted to. We can talk about anything about how kids' toys are made to develop the mind. And how a lot of us, if we went back to those simple things, they can be like very valuable tools to develop our mind in this reality that we think we already accustom ourselves to. But pick up a kid's toy, bring about that imagination, and start unlocking some gears and attaching yourself to your inner child that had that vivid imagination with objects that was around itself. And then all these objects are tools. You know how much you can do with a ball? Hey, say what's up. I'm right here. I can see everything you're doing. I'm just making a show real quick. And the different attitudes and vibes that go on at the playground. Like, look at them over there. Y'all remember playing that game? With just the throwing the thing up and down, and then you got to run underneath of it. Look all the trippy colors on it. Like, our life, our reality, it has a lot of clues. Hey, Diva D. Hey. The Black Witch is in the building. But the tools and things that kids get into, like I was saying, that rainbow thing is trippy. As I think it allows us to get just our mind accustomed to what's really going on in this reality. That's why they say I see like the people that seem like they have control over this reality be having the most fun. They be having the most fun with reality, using all the tools that people, hey, what's good, Block? Live at the playground. They be using all the tools that people use to be so serious or say, oh, that's just for kids. That's just for kids. But that's the same tools they're using to create realities for massive amount of people. Massive amount of people in order to like make some kind of enjoyment for them. Or to make a structure or anything like that. Yeah, just seeing the creativity. Just tying on creativity and everything. Connecting with our kid self and being able to like just express ourselves. Like right now, express myself walking, there's people watching and stuff. But what are the thoughts that's popping up in my mind that's going on? It's all just together. And that's how it is at the playground, meeting new friends, running across people you probably never see again. But you just enjoying the moment. Playgrounds, places to enjoy the moments, which is what I was listening to somebody talk about the COVID situation, and they was saying how a lot of since with our kids and everything in the future, it's a lot of kids that didn't get to go to the parks for like a whole couple months, and then there's other kids that got to, and it's going to be a difference in the future between these two type of kids. And there's people like with money, or if you lived out in the woods, you was able to like still go out to the park and stuff. But a lot of kids, they wasn't able to go to the playground. So in the future comings, we're going to see how that played out. How COVID messed with a couple of our kids and stuff like that and activities. So just encouragement, just go out and play. Just go out and play. Because with the VR coming and the metaverse becoming more interactive and more involved, more immersive, we got to remember these type things. Even if we creating these type things. Like I was thinking of, I 3D scanned that I 3D scanned that lion over there, and I could put it in a project, like in 3D Blender, create animations and stuff with it. Yeah, I just tie it on that. Just tie it on that. Put all this in VR and stuff like that, and be able to have that experience continue. Feeling like Humpty Dumpty. See Humpty Dumpty over there? Creating nursery rhymes. Having a good time. This woods in back of me is Bidwell Park. It goes on for miles and miles. I filmed a lot of videos just being here and tripping in the woods, coming up with stories. And this how just how now kind of started. Well, not started, but continued once I moved to California. It was at this exact forest. If you was to Google Bidwell Park, and there's gonna be more adventures to come. More adventures out here. I kind of miss just coming out here and not having any thoughts, letting the reality just create itself. Like how you see that tree place right there. Who put that there? But in nature, everything seems like it's just always put together. Always put together for you to be able to relax. Even when it's like the most, even when it seems scary, thinking about waterfalls and you're next to a giant waterfall or cliff or stuff like that, it still like takes a mind state to be able to sit on the edge of a cliff, to sit on the edge of something. And I think that can be a correlation of the mind and like where we are in our minds, what we're willing to do with our lives. Like, are you willing to sit on the edge? It's this lady. She does workouts with kettlebells and everything, so don't try it at home. But she was on the edge of cliffs, and then she started like she found a random rock, and then she'll start doing a handstand. And when she looked down, it was like went like miles down, miles down. Her mind was in a whole nother field, whole nother field. So I'm kind of encouraging and talking at the same time. Y'all got anything y'all want to tie on as well? But I'm thinking about our minds and how they can really get to certain places that seem superhuman, but it's really the super that was already there. Just got to be like actualized, create a skill, and believe in yourself. But like get the main character vibes build up. Where it's like, wait, the main character in this story is gonna do something different than what all the other characters are doing. No matter what, because that's what the main character does. Dresses a little different, thinking a little different, or just having the experience. You wanna go play?
Come inside.
You wanna go over there? Go ahead.
Go inside with me.
Isla, do you remember the first time you went to the park? My bad, it just cut off all by itself. He said, raising vibrations. I feel like the psychedelics don't have answers, just enhancement of your vibes. If you could stay on top of the vibes, you'll be whatever you want. Yeah, Block. Yeah, Block. Psychedelics. Come on now. The enhance was already there. That's why I surround myself with nature and thoughts that I'm not trying to just get to on the psychedelic. That's why I'll be talking weird, or as people will say, or talking interdimensionally about different dimensions, about ways that I inherently feel about the situation in the moments. Because the psychedelics would just enhance all of that and just like, hey, this was really going on. So building up the character of, I guess that's what they call awareness. What you people call awareness, awakening, kundalini, just always in that meta thinking of, oh, this is what's happening right now. This is where I am right now. And then you can see if you okay with the vibes or not. Because sometimes we not cool with the vibes and we keep on going with it. We keep going with it based off of our conditioning. And be like, oh, I'm just conditioned to keep going like this. I'm conditioned to keep doing this. Not tapping into that meta thinking, not just tying, combining whatever circles you find and saying, hey, this is a new engine that's actually possible, a new processor that's possible. Like you go shopping at the tech store and then you like upgrading your computer, which is yourself. Upgrading the, oh! Go all the way to the top. No, yes, you can. No, to the top. Because dipping and dodging, Go. You trying to get down? No, go to the top.
Yes, I'm trying to go
Go to the
down.
top. Go to the top.
Go down.
There you go. Yeah, yeah, like going out. Hmm? I'm sorry, a text message popped up. But yeah, going out and just dealing with the self when those situations and psychedelic experiences pop up. You even hear yourself like, "Oh, I experienced this before." You know, the as above, so below situations. A lot of situations we encounter in this life is the same thing people looking for in mushrooms and take in deep experiences. It's like right here. Like the mushroom told me, everything you need is already right here. Everything you were searching for, it's already right here. We just gotta know how magical this world actually is. Know how magical it is. And for me, act as magical as I would like how you would see in cartoons, you would see in Disney movies and stuff like that. That's reality. That for me, that's more closer to the real reality. Because y'all hear a lot of people complaining, and I used to say it too when I was younger. Say, I just want to go home. I just want to go home. I don't know what this place is, but I just want to go home, wherever that is. And growing up as a Christian, you taught that that's heaven. I just want to go to heaven already. Like, yo, this is hell. Fuck all of this, man. This hell environment. I just want to go to heaven. And now it's like, hey, it is what it is. What is heaven? What is hell? I'm gonna experience where I am right now. Another like just switch it up real quick. I was in the True Life Stories podcast and we was tying on how much they love horror movies and stuff like that. And the person was saying how they was avoiding bad trips and stuff, and he didn't want to have a bad psychedelic experience. And I wanted to tie in, but I didn't really get the I didn't really have the opening to do so. But I wanted to add that, and we talked about this before in the South Top podcast about horror movies, and the aspect of creating them, and people, the teams getting together. And you know, the first Halloween movie with Jason or Michael Myers, I always get it confused, was actually a comedy. Was actually a comedy. Check it out. I was just on watching Netflix, the movies that made us, and the movies that made us have said, check it, watch, pay attention to wording. It's all around. The world is all around us already. The magic. But they were saying how it was a comedy series, a movie about a babysitting job gone wrong. And now it turned into, they had the blood and stuff in there, but it was more slapstick type of comedy. And now it turned into what it is today, based off of our own evolution of fears. But I think that for me, I actually experienced that of what I'm going to say next. And that is, horror movies are like the encompasses fears that we're always trying to run away from. That's why all the best movies, like that nigga, um, what is it? It could pop up in your dreams. Freddy Krueger just pop up in your dreams, like, yo, I was chilling. Or Jason, Michael Myers, like, I was just trying to party, and now with my friends, now this guy is just trying to kill us all. And it's like this inherent fear because he can run fast, or even he can walk, he can teleport. Jason teleports, he does not walk. He can teleport and just appear right behind you. You got all the other horror movies, like even I was thinking of Get Out, like the horrors that exists inside of a lot of minorities' minds, especially black people, when it comes to white people, and how everything he was saying in that movie is not true and true at the same time, but based off of the fears of the person watching it, and how they can think somebody's out to get them. But you see how based it is in reality, like with things that's actually happening with racism and things like that. So the fears are real realities, like ultra reality. That's why people say it's hell on earth. Like, what else is this? Like, what else is this? But how we pay it, and it seems scary. It seems scary, and we try to run away from it, create all this other stuff, or say it don't exist. Yet we still like these horror situations. And there was time I watched. I was having thoughts about what horror movies actually was before I did a psychedelic journey. And this was one of the first. This was the first time I seen the zombies and the, what you call zombies, and decaying flesh and maggots coming out of eyes, going in other eyes. I was watching horror movies and I say, hey, this is getting me, like, ready to face my fears, or I'm facing my fears by watching this. Cause I used to be kind of scared of horror movies growing up, to be honest. But now it's just the man in a costume, like reality. What's anything? What's to be scared of anything? Hey, but it's all just a man in a mask, like in Scooby Doo. Makeup, reality, cold, feelings, thoughts that pass on is this, and then is that, and then is this. All according to our attention, and when we're paying attention to it, the feelings that we have when looking at it. Is it going to throw us off? Is it going to make us more attuned to what's going on? Or like I said, or throw us off. And that has carried me to be strong in a bunch of situations. And I know if you have like sleep paralysis demons, that these kind of thoughts will actually help with recognizing what's going on in the dream, that it's not real, but it's real at the same time, and you have more control over it than you think. Or what's going on in reality is not what you actually think is going on in the reality. And you could pull the mask off the guy at any time, or just start laughing like I did in that. Okay. Or just start laughing like I made in that Nightmares on Todd Street video, which was based off of an actual lucid dream that I had in real life. So yeah, like make sure I can see the chat. It wasn't popping up before. Ah, cool, cool. Last one is still what Block was tying about. But yeah. Facing the fears and going at them in different ways. And then it don't always have to be running off that engine of fear and stuff like that. You don't always have to run off fear. You can start finding other engines that reality build into itself in order to propel you to the next situation. Like enjoyment, or helping people, or creating something. And that can be the drive that's like, hey, I want to keep on continuing staying. Oh man, I'm so afraid of this, so that's why I do what I do. And like, no, I'm so in love with this, and that's why I do what I do. And then everything else can like be a little separate, can come afterwards. A little more clear thoughts, clear mind, have some clearer days. That's what I've been teaching myself. That's what I've been teaching myself. Happy to be able to do this at the park. I'm gonna sign on out of here. Let me know what kind of videos y'all want to see. And soon tune into the Sci-Ti podcast. I'm gonna be doing a way more VR videos and everything, playing VR games and information and everything. And yeah, I finished the marble animation and the temple animation, which was based off of a prompt given by a master creator in Exile. I combined them two prompts, created this cool temple. But I'm gonna have a good one, Block. Catch up with my daughter. Make sure y'all check out the website, www.justtienam.com. And Just Tie Now. Combine your mind with your heart, see what your gut mind is saying. Connect all those three circles and let whatever come out, come on out. Adios. Thank you, Velvet. Have a good one, Velvet, Block, and Diva D. Peace out.